Hi there, welcome to this week's Oracle Guidance and Tapping. This is for you if you're looking for a little bit of kind of intuitive support and alignment for the week ahead, or perhaps you've pulled this particular card yourself and you're thinking, what does it mean? How can I really integrate this into my life right now? And we're going to do that through tapping, of course. So this week the card that I pulled is Awakening. Such a beautiful card. This is from the Divine Abundance set by Tosha Silver. Divine Abundance deck. That's a lovely one, that one. So let's have a look at it here. So the message on this card reads, "Oh my Lord, wake me from my life as a spiritual sheep. May I hear you through my own instincts and common sense." So just take a moment to really let that message kind of sink in. Look at the image on the card. You'll notice this divine being here playing a flute, almost like they're kind of maybe calling or inviting the sleeping person that's here, kind of maybe trying to wake them up through that music. And then you'll see the white cow here as well. And a white cow means kind of purity, prosperity, all that kind of nurturing or motherhood, particularly in Hindu and other spiritual traditions. You can see the blue butterflies here as well, representing change. Just seeing all those lovely flowers kind of blooming, like there's this sense of life and vibrancy, like everything's kind of alive and listening. So this card basically carries this really powerful message about spiritual awakening. This is about really remembering who you are beneath all the noise of the world. Like, who are you beneath all the noise of the world? Who are you? It's a really cool to kind of rise from the humdrum, from the sleep, from the negative thinking, from all that old self-doubt or conditioning, and just to try and reconnect with yourself and really reconnect with those divine instincts and that real quiet knowing that's always inside of you and always has been inside of you. You know, sometimes we move through life where we do feel half asleep. You know, we think we do what's expected, we believe what we've been told, we live life on this autopilot, and we really become disconnected from everyone else, and we really forget how we are connected to everyone, how we're connected to the universe, and how we're connected to nature. So this is this really whisper, you know, divine whisper that's saying to you, kind of wake up, like remember who you are. Wake up and remember who you are. So it's really time to start to trust in that inner wisdom, to really tune into that feeling of being alive and to feel really awake through being in nature, through meditating, and of course through tapping. So we really want to awaken that divineness within us, within our hearts, within our souls. So we are going to do that right now through some lovely tapping, all right? So let's get started then. So make yourself nice and comfortable. Let's slow things down a little bit. Take a breath in through the nose, and then a soft exhale through the mouth. Coming into the space, tapping on the side of the hand, repeating after me either in your mind or out loud. Either is fine. Even though I've been asleep to my deeper truth, I choose to gently awaken now. So let's really invite that. Even though I sometimes ignore my intuition, I'm ready to listen and trust myself again. Even though I may have blindly followed others instead of my own knowing, I deeply and completely love and accept myself right here, right now. Okay, so let's really acknowledge that kind of sleep of life. Eyebrow point. Sometimes I move through life on autopilot. Side of the eye. It feels like I've forgotten who I really am. Under the eye, I get caught in the noise of the world. Under the nose. I've been living like a spiritual sheep, following or searching instead of feeling. Let's say that last bit again. Following or searching instead of feeling. Chin point, and I've doubted that voice within me. Collarbone, maybe I've looked for guidance everywhere but inside. Under the arm, part of me feels afraid to really trust my own instincts. Top of the head, but I'm ready to open my mind, body and soul and wake up now. Okay, let's really lean into that waking up. Eyebrow. I'm learning to hear the divine through my own heart. Side of the eye. I'm open to my own instincts, common sense. Under the eye, I don't have to follow blindly anymore. Under the nose, I can pause, listen, and feel what's true for me. Chin point, that divine guidance flows through me in every moment. Collarbone, it whispers through intuition, clarity. So as we tap here, let's really take a moment to tune into those whispers. If you want to, you can just close your eyes, or if not, just soften your gaze. Keep tapping and breathing softly on the collarbone point. I'll guide you through this. So just thinking about what areas of your life you've maybe felt a little bit asleep or disconnected from lately. Keep tapping and breathing as you think about that question. What areas of your life have you felt a little bit asleep or disconnected from lately? And where have you been perhaps moving on autopilot? Where have you been ignoring those whispers? And just notice if there's like a quiet pull within you. Maybe there is something nudging you to kind of wake up or feel more alive, to return to yourself. Is there a nudge or a pull anywhere? Maybe you can feel that physically in your body. Maybe it's just a kind of sense. Just tune into that. Listen. What might be trying to awaken within you right now? Maybe it's a dream that you've kind of buried over the years, put to one side. Maybe there's a truth that you've avoided. Or maybe, it's just that desire to live a little bit more consciously, a little bit more vibrantly, to live life as we all should be doing. But it's hard sometimes, I know that. There's no need to force anything here, just kind of listen. Let any awareness just rise up really softly in its own time. I'm going to just let you tap here for a few moments quietly as you think a bit more about what awakening means to you. Go keep tapping and breathing and thinking about what does awakening mean to you. Okay, well done. So opening your eyes. Hopefully that brought you some insight or clarity. Move now to tapping under the arm. The more I trust myself, the more awake I become. Top of the head, I'm awakening to that divine wisdom inside of me. Okay, final round now, so eyebrow points. I'm guided, supported, and safe to trust my path. Side of the eye, I listen to that sacred and wise inner voice. Under the eye, I see life with new eyes, full of colour and meaning. Life is full of life. So really feel that clarity rising, that kind of lightness. Maybe there's a sense of freshness coming here. Let's take a nice refreshing breath together. Breathing in, really nice expansive inhale. And on that exhale, just let go a little bit. Under the nose, every breath brings me closer to my truth. Chin points, I awaken to love, clarity, and divine timing. Collarbone, I allow myself to be fully present and alive. Under the arm, I'm no longer asleep. I'm aware, connected and free. Top of the head, I'm awake to the beauty of who I am and all that is. Nurtured by life, nurtured by the universe, by Mother Earth. Lovely. Okay, so stop tapping there. Just close your eyes for me. Place both hands on your heart center. I'm just going to repeat some affirmations for you, and I'd like you to repeat them in your mind. Let them settle in your heart. I'm awakening to my divine truth. I'm awakening to my divine truth. I trust my instincts and inner guidance. I trust my instincts and my inner guidance. I am fully awake, fully alive, and deeply connected. I am fully awake, fully alive, and deeply connected. Beautiful, well done. So open your eyes. Just take a moment to notice how that feels. Maybe this session did bring you some insight or clarity. Maybe there was a little kind of nudge here about slowing down or being a bit more open. And if this did resonate with you today, please do let me know in the comments. I always love hearing from you. Or just drop me a little flower emoji. Just to let me know that your heart is kind of opening and awakening. Thank you so much for tapping with me today. I'll see you next week. Bye.